From Innovation Park, it's After Hours. With your hosts, Jordan Tracy and Chloe Cullen. This week on After Hours, the Penn State Tea Institute. And When Happy Met Valley. Now here's your host, Jordan Tracy.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Shane. Welcome to After Hours. I'm your host, Jordan Tracy, and alongside me, as always, Chloe Cullen. Woo! Oh, yeah. Jazz hands. We have a good show for you tonight. Real good show. A little calming. A lot of information that you might not understand at first, but just accept it, and you'll get it. So, in the news this week, a man in North Carolina was arrested this week for failing to return a 2002 VHS rental movie, Freddy Got Fingered. That's not the joke, I promise. He's under trial for a misdemeanor and a fine for up to $200. However, the trial's been currently delayed because he's being investigated for Tamagotchi abuse.
People tend to do that.
90s slam.
Boom! Well, what? That's my Will Smith of the 90s slam. I say, what? Robert Griffin III signed a deal with the Cleveland Browns this week, taking over the gap in their offense because who better for RG3 to sign a deal with than a franchise with a rich history of developing quarterbacks? Scroll, please.
Ooh.
Thank you. That was such a Family Guy laugh. So the ACT is offering a pretest similar to the PSAT, because that's exactly what kids want. It's like a pre-hanging noose fitting. Well, you just got to get the tie size.
It's supposed to be a little tight.
It's just supposed to be a little tight.
Just a little bit.
It's a little tight.
Are you sure it's a medium?
Jonathan the Giant Tortoise was given his first bath in his 184th year of life. He has, however, been doing an exceptional job conditioning.
I love that. You know that there's also people in East who also have gone 184 years without showering.
Oh, definitely. And I don't blame them.
That one person in your lecture that's like, hey, what's going on? Maybe you don't get that. I don't know.
No, I don't. No one goes to me, hey, what's going on, as their hair sticks to the desk. What's going on? Speaking of something sticky, this week Hulk Hogan won a court case against Gawker over the publication of his sex tape. Yeah, that happened. And was awarded $115 million in damages. Finally, a win for the rich white males of this world.
Ooh.
Boom, slam. What was that? Political slam? Yeah, that's right.
Slam.
Women's slam. I won $115 million for the damages on my eyes for watching that sex tape.
You watched it?
Why not? It's available. That's what you do. If someone says this person has a sex tape, we're all supposed to watch it.
No! Have you seen Kim Kardashian's then? Have you seen them all?
I've seen them all. From the beginning of time.
Comparatively.
Comparatively?
How does Hulk Hogan's rape?
It's really weird because he keeps shouting, oh, give it to me, brother.
Huh.
It gets real weird.
That would add a different ambiance, I feel.
It makes it real weird. Let's move on before more people get creeped out. This past week, the National Enquirer released an article accusing presidential candidate Ted Cruz of having affairs with 5 different women. The fact that one sleeps with him is a rumor enough. I didn't know.
Amen, brother.
I didn't know a blobfish could have sex. Anyway, what? I'm not sure a bias or anything. Cruz has since denied these rumors. However, he has yet to deny the rumors that he is, in fact, the Zodiac Killer.
True Zodiac.
It's 2. It's too true. That's a nice plug. Thanks. I hope everyone heard that. The name Bodie McBoatface.
That's original.
That's the joke. Thank you. Have a good night. The name Bodie McBoatface is dominating an open poll to name a British research ship. England should know by now that they shouldn't name ships after they called the Titanic unsinkable.
Titanic.
Is that every joke is just something slam?
Everyone's getting slammed.
Everyone's getting slammed. Apparently, we have Hulk Hogan's on tape. Bam. What up?
Slam. Hulk Hogan slam on his slam.
Friends of the show, the NRA, has started to rewrite classic fairy tales where the main characters have guns, such as Little Red Riding Hood, where the grandma has a gun and shoots the wolf. This is similar to how we would like to rewrite national tragedies, where we take guns away from the psychopaths.
Ooh.
Slam. However, I kind of do like the sound of Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet, eating her curds away. Along came a spider, sat down beside her, and she blew it away with her AK. That's kind of my favorite. We have a great show for you tonight. The Tea Institute is here to talk about teas and such. And we have some more things and more shenanigans that happen, so don't go away. We'll be right back. Muppet Arms. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to After Hours. Our guests this week are members of the Tea Institute. We have Dan, Courtney, Zongjun, and John. So welcome to the show, guys.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Yeah, definitely. So for people who don't know, what is the Tea Institute?
So the textbook answer for this question would be: we are an interdisciplinary research institute dedicated to the study and preservation of all tea ceremony.
Okay.
Yep.
So there is a textbook definition.
Yep, exactly. So essentially, we are a combination of 3 clubs, basically, on campus. There are the traditional Chinese tea ceremony clubs, Korean and Japanese. So, and we also have a research center and tea house open to the campus.
Okay, cool. So you guys do research, and that was one of the things that you wanted to talk about, that you're actually getting published.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about what you guys wrote about and what are the things you're researching.
Sure. Dan, you want to talk about?
Yeah, I'll take it. Okay, one of the biggest things we're researching now is using X-ray diffraction to measure the composition of materials for Yixing clay samples. For those of you who don't know, which should be everyone, Yixing clay is some of the most prized clay used for teapot making, and the mines have been dry since the early 2000s. So it doesn't exist anymore. So it's also incredibly easy to fake, and many Chinese millionaires are getting duped in buying knockoffs for hundreds of thousands of dollars. So we're hoping to get a better scientific way to analyze and identify them.
Wow, that's really cool. Those are a lot of things that I have never heard before in a sentence. At me.
Yeah, so other than that, we also have like some minor research dealing with brewing time and different kind of teas gonna affect how they're gonna be affected by different shape of wares. Or also my research is on how satellite imaging the plantation in Taiwan, how they correlates with urbanization and stuff. So with a lot of research going on, and yeah.
Right, because you said that actually through the Tea Institute you got to go over winter break to kind of explore tea plantations, right?
Right, that's also part of our mission. So we are actually funded by the university to host a experiential study abroad program. So every year we have some of our institute members to be able to go abroad and kind of like having a cultural immersion in the country, basically with the tea masters. So. Yeah.
So you guys are talking a little bit of some heavy-duty science that goes into your research. What are all of your majors?
I'm geospatial intelligence, as I just said.
Okay.
Dan?
I'm electrical engineering.
Okay.
Chemical engineer.
I'm an architecture major.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And it all mixed together to make the Tea
Right.
Institute.
That's right.
Courtney actually said, right, that like you kind of are influencing your major like on tea houses, right?
Yeah, tea houses and like East Asian inspired design.
Right. So how did you all kind of like first, like with all of your different majors, like what made you decide to do like Tea Institute?
That's a good question. Yeah, actually, I really decided to like get heavily involved in the issues in the institute after the study abroad program. So after I've been to Taiwan, I went to Taiwan over the winter. So yeah, after all the cool stuff that we were doing, and I just decided to like, this is a good place to stay. Yeah.
So Dan, you're an engineer. How did that how did tea get involved with engineering?
So I was sort of just walking through the involvement fair, looking at all the clubs, and someone comes up to me and they're like, "Do you like tea?" And I'm like, "I guess so." So I end up going to the first meeting, and I thought it was just going to be some people, some hipsters sitting around drinking tea. What I found is there's this whole organization that does all this research that goes on these study abroad trips that leads sort of this study and preservation of the three tea ceremonies that a lot of times are sort of like lost even in some of the cultures that they originated in. Like a lot of people I talked to from Korea were completely unaware that Korean tea culture had a huge impact on life in the times before the Joseon dynasty.
Wow.
Actually, Dan is our director of Korean tea ceremony club. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So hipsters in a circle drinking tea, that's your rival club, right? Those are your rivals.
That's who you're rubbing against, yeah.
That's right.
One of the things you mentioned is you're having an exhibition and you're shipping a whole bunch of cool people in. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we are going to have our second Korean tea ceremony exhibition started from April the 7th to April the 10th. We are going to have 3 Korean professors from Incheon University in Korea flying to Penn State, and we are going to have 1 retired curator from St. Louis Art Museum, and yeah, having them 4 come to State College hosting that event. Yeah.
So is it, you guys have a lot of different influence. You said there's like a kind of a combination of clubs. And this is going to cover all of them at this exhibition?
No, we are going to mainly focusing on the aesthetic values and how the Korean tea right now, because Korean tea is actually a dying art. So we are trying to bring all the masters to State College and hosting such an event in order to kind of like learn the knowledge and kind of like making the institute as a hub of the knowledges that once being lost, and kind of like we are trying to revive it and pass it to the future generation. So that's our mission for hosting such an event.
So this was, you guys organized this all by yourselves?
Yep.
So it wasn't like a university like SPA's hosting a tea exposition? No.
We had this event 4 years ago. It was without the founder of the Tea Institute. So immediately after that event, the Incheon University signed a mutual understanding document with the Tea Institute. So we actually have this kind of exchange program over years all the time. Wow. So yeah.
How about that? That's kind of just, it's just crazy to me. Like, it's like a whole new world of things that I've never known. I feel like Jasmine in Aladdin.
Exactly. Because I had the same impression that like people just sign up for tea club being like, yeah, I like to drink tea. Like my roommate was telling me that she like signed up on the first day of her freshman year or something and has never gone to a meeting since, you know?
Well, so your roommate's the enemy.
Oh yeah, no, she's the enemy. She's who you're rubbing against by herself. Just
you guys should come to visit us sometimes.
Well, definitely, because you guys talk about all these different teas, and how do you become a tea master? Like, what is a tea master?
That's sort of a funny question. So that's sort of something.
And that's my job.
So we say in the institute that you become a tea master once other tea masters consider you to be a tea master, which is incredibly circular, but it's the only way that really makes sense. Because how do you justify what makes someone a master at tea?
Yeah. So you're basically like the 4 of you could look at each other and be like, if anyone asks, we're tea masters. like we agree.
It takes like decades of study to become an actual tea master, though. Like none of us are close.
The title we give ourselves in the institute is tea specialists.
Okay.
Ceremony
like
practitioners.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Sounds nice.
Actually, in order to join the institute, you have to be through our lecture cycle offered by the institute over the semester, and after the lecture, you are going to take a tea specialist exam. So involving all the aspect of tea culture, and also there will be a brewing section where we actually perform a ceremony in front of our grader. So
wow.
After that, you will be qualified as our institute member and do all the cool stuff.
And you said you also have like a tea house, right?
Right. We have our own space to operate all the things. So the tea house will open to public from Wednesday to Friday, 12 to 4. So yeah, welcome, and you can
34 right now.
34 right now. It's right next to Boogie building. So yeah.
That's really cool.
You can just come in and
Nice
sit
in
down,
between
drink
classes,
tea.
yeah.
How about that? All right, so we have an open tea house, we have a paper being published, and we have an exhibition coming in April.
Yep.
I want to thank you guys for coming and sharing that with us.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
And opening our eyes to a whole new world of tea. And hopefully we can come visit and learn more.
No problem.
All right.
Thank
so
you
that
so
was
much.
the Tea Institute. Thank you guys, and we'll be right back after this. So go away. That was like, welcome back, everybody. That was like a disappointing roller coaster ride that just happened. Yeah. So, Chloe, do we have a segment for these people?
We do have a nice little segment. For those people who like rom-coms, we have a little thing called When Happy Met Valley.
When Happy Met Valley. Take a look and enjoy it.
Allie Valley thought she had it all figured out.
That's right, Mom. 2 more years to graduation, 3 years at Dickinson Law School, and then faster than you can say grilled sticky, I'll be working at a high-powered law firm in the greater Philadelphia region, thanks to the Penn State Alum Network, the largest of its kind in the nation.
Chad Happy thought he had everything a guy could want.
Alright guys, so here's the plan. We're gonna go to cafe, then we're gonna go to the den, then we're gonna come back here in the Meridian for an after party.
All right,
Does that
sounds
sound good?
good. Oh, yeah,
We're gonna
sounds
party
good.
like it's steak patties.
Woo! But State had other plans.
Oh god. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh.
Oh, it's okay.
Let me help you up. Hi, I'm Chad.
Hi, I'm Allie.
From the people who brought you Sleepless in State College and Hub Actually comes a new story of love, laughter, and Nittany Lions.
I mean, I've never felt this way before, really. Yeah, it's like a whole new experience. Like taking Social 119.
This summer, love will roar. The Daily Collegian says we are in love with the only film playing at the State Theater.
Allie, please open up.
It's too late. You said you were going to take me to Rally in the Valley, but you just lied to me like a Lion Scout on a campus tour.
And what Onward State calls the most regionally specific love story in years.
Help. I have done.
I mean, I can't live without her. She's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I mean, she lifts me higher than Mount Nittany.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Allie! When I wake up in the morning and it's game day, I want to be lying next to you. Whether I'm at my highest cheering at Dawn or my lowest at Canyon Pizza. I want you to be there with me. And
Shh. You had me at We Are.
When Happy Met Valley, a Penn State love story. Coming Blue White Weekend 2016.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the end of our show, so bye. No, just kidding. We had a great show at the Tea Institute here, and they taught us about being tea masters.
Which we will never, ever be.
We will never accomplish that in our lives.
We never will even, like, I can't even dream about it
I don't think
anymore.
I'll ever try more than one tea. And that might be my downfall.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. Unless you go to the exhibition.
I'm just not a fan of hot beverages in general.
What about the warmth throws you off?
Just everything about it. You know, the part where it's like.
So you like.
And.
I kind of like that.
I don't like the. Or the.
I like and sometimes you get a little bit.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But anyway.
I enjoy it.
So if they want to watch previous episodes and whatnot, where can they find us on the YouTube, Chloe?
After Hours PSN TV.
That's right. And how about the Twitter bird?
After Hours PSN TV.
And the Instagram?
After Hours PSN TV.
And the Tumblr?
Afterhours.psn.tv.tumblr.com.
I don't know what you would find there, but good luck searching.
Don't search After Hours on Tumblr. I could see that being a black hole.
A lot of exactly. That is the best way to describe it. You will find a black hole. Good night, everybody. See you next week.